What's happening, y'all? I'm Andre Romance. Today we getting in deep. Now, today's topic is about burying the hatchet. You might have heard this term before. This term, it originated with a Native American chief that wanted to symbolize an agreement for a treaty or a peace. So today, we want to implement this. And the way we want to implement this is by coming to peace with our past. Coming to peace with the things that we didn't get to accomplish, that we still hold over our own heads. The things that we allow to break us. The things we haven't accomplished yet. See, we go through life and we beat ourselves up. We say, that was stupid of me. I was so stupid. And when we do that, we speak that into existence in our own lives. But we should always find that area where we can come to peace with the things that we regret, the things we aren't most proud of. These things we all need to come to grips with. We need to bury that hatchet. We need to make peace with our past so that our futures can be more abundant. See, we hold ourselves back. And we hold ourselves back through the mental appetite. This is the idea that you have to have something to worry about. You have to have something to complain about. How many of us on a day-to-day basis complain at least 10 times a day? How many of us complain at least 20 times a day? Complaining is an emotion that happens out of unpleasantness. It happens out of your regrets. I mean, it happens out of anger. Complaining happens when you haven't come to peace with what's going on in your life. But when you understand, when you understand, when you overstand, that in order to move forward, you have to close the chapter before. That you become a greater self. You become a greater you. You become someone of substance. Once you understand, once you understand, once you overstand, that it is all by choice when you decide to move forward with your life. Some of us, we have a hard time forgiving others because we have a hard time forgiving ourselves. But we need to work on burying that hatchet with us, with self. Don't worry about the mistakes that you've made in the past. the things that you allow to control your emotions for today. Yesterday is done. Last year is way gone. So I encourage you to bury the hatchet where it was at. Make peace with that adversary. If your past is hunting you, you have to make peace with it. Accept the idea that things happen the way they did. And then you're able to move forward. You're able to heal. You're able to grow from it. Bad relationships have happened to a lot of us. Dealing with people that didn't know how to accept us for who we were. Didn't know how to appreciate us. And in some cases, we were the person that didn't know how to appreciate. Didn't know how to apply ourselves equally as if to be a benefit to the other. But we have to come to an understanding, an understanding, and overstanding that will hold us back from the relationships in our future. We ought to learn from those situations. Take them, understand them, understand them, overstand them, and then we can move forward into our future. I hope I help somebody out there. Maybe this is for me, but there's some hatchets that we need to bury out here before we can move into our rightful place. We need to close those chapters before we turn the page. Before we open up another book, we need to close the first book. And this might include going back and apologizing to some people that you might have wronged, or apologizing to self for living in regret. You know, it's painful to live and carry around regret. That's a heavy burden. It's a very heavy burden to carry around regret. But a greater person, one of understanding and overstanding, is able to grow out of that. You're able to rise up out of the situations and allow them to make you that greater person. Y'all keep me up, and I'm gonna keep y'all up too. We're gonna celebrate today to the burying of the hatchet and the rising of self. I love y'all. I want to see y'all doing great things, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.